And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. And now the Lakers starting group. Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. The post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. And it's Smart in at the point guard. And for the Hawks, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Cameron Payne is out there with Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, when you talk about this game here tonight, Richard, these two teams like to get out and run.
I expect both teams to be pushing the pace and making this a bit of a track meet. Conditioning will be tested.
You're Smart. It's hauled in by Porzingis. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Porzingis. Now here's Payne. A 14-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Once he gets some momentum, Reeves is going right to that hoop.
Johnson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Over Ayton. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Johnson.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Smart passes to James. A three-pointer, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Down low, Porzingis. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. LeBron outside. It's that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here is Daniels. 11-point game his last outing.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Yep, it counts.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Now here's Payne, and here's Porzingis for a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. 7 points for Porzingis.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Reeves the pass to Smart. Reeves against Johnson. Here's Vanderbilt. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Porzingis after LeBron James's miss. Porzingis kicks to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here, and that one's good. Daniels.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Atlanta making some changes. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Luke Kennard in for Payne. Lakers trail by 10. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He is a big factor. All right, Johns, thanks for the update.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Vincent the pass to Hachimura. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Johnson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Again, the Hawks score.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Rui Hachimura out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Dalton Knecht. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Reeves in at the two-guard position.
Not just a jump shooter. Knecht is very capable of capitalizing inside.
Pass to Newell. Here's Krejci. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. His three-pointers off the mark. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Reeves finds Curry. Back to Reeves. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Hawks second.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Guys, back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Knecht. No good. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Daniels, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Reeves the pass to James. He's on the drive. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And they double up LeBron. From the arc. Connect. No good. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Porzingis. And rebounded by Connect. Lakers trail by 7. LeBron right at the doorstep, and he finds the 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porzingis sets the pick for Payne. Pass to Alexander Walker. Screen by Porzingis. Drills the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Gay misses. Lakers trail by 5. Reeves with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. Outside for Curry. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Curry's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Johnson is checked in for the Hawks. Reza Shea is coming in for Alexander Walker. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Andre Ayton's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Vanderbilt comes in for Dalton Connect. Smart's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Seth Curry. Pass to Daniel. Bangs home the trifecta. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's LeBron. LeBron powering inside.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Now here's Payne, defended by Vincent. Johnson surveying the floor. Reza Shea in the corner, over James. And it's Reza Shea missing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
To the paint, Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Porzingis has got 13 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
32. Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Van Half-Court Shot. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
You look at Los Angeles, Man, they've clawed their way into the top 10 in their division, playing with a lot of energy and executing well.
The big question now, how far can they continue to climb? And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Lakers trail by 5. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risacher. And it's Payne in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Pass to Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Vanderbilt. And stolen by Ayton. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Reeves outside. Here's Smart. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Johnson outside. And here's Payne. Porzingis finds Daniels. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. For the tie, Smart misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Risacher. No good on the 3. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Count it, good. James has got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lobbed up there for Johnson. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. 0.5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 10 rebounds and 5 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass, and it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
Pass to Risacher. There's the 3. Johnson can't hit. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. James with the terrific drive inside.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Atlanta making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Curry's checked in for the Lakers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Daniels kicks to Payne. Here's Risacher. No good from outside. Lakers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. LeBron's shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Risacher. To the wing on the left. Hawks passing it around. They set the pick. 3-pointer, Daniels. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Vanderbilt kicks to Curry. LeBron carving out space inside.
Like, at this point in time, like, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Here's Gay. The Hawks again can't hit. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 12-3 run. LeBron with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Hawks trail by 6, and Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
For the Hawks, Krejci's checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Daniels. .56 seconds left in the third. Krejci passes to Alexander-Walker. Johnson with a screen on Reeves. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
Here's James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good, LeBron.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Lakers also changing it up. Hachimura is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Gannett comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Austin Reeves. Porzingis can't hit. Lakers leading by 6. Here's LeBron. Count it. LeBron's got 28.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now Kennard. To Porzingis. Here's Gay. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth, we've got Jake LaRavia. Austin Reeves out there with Vincent. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Gannett in at the 3.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Gannett. Launches a 3. Gay with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Krejci. And here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Gannett. Porzingis can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That's tipped. Now, here's Kennard. Defended by Vincent. Kennard, the pass to Alexander-Walker. From downtown, he's off on that one.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
LaRavia inside. Pass to Gannett. The tray. No good on that one.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Teams try and get physical with Porzingis, and understandably so. But he is not having any of it right now.
James checked in for Jake LaRavia. Kicks it out to James. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 30 points for LeBron.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
to Alexander Walker. For the three, and that one's good. Ricochet.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
Jumper is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Porzingis. Shot clock at 5 to tie it up. That shot no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Benson with it for three. It misses. Now Porzingis. Strong move off the glass.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So for the Hawks, Johnson, he's checked in for Newell. Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Payne in for Luke Kennard. The Lakers also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Vanderbilt comes in for Connect. And Smart subbed in for Gabe Vincent. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Oh, my gosh. LeBron James is hitting a huge bucket. No one has done it more for longer than LeBron James.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win. I'm sorry, just who else would you want to shoot in there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Porzingis, what a finesse finish on the way-in.
How about that poise from Porzingis here in the crunch?
A free throw off from Porzingis. Vanderbilt inside, covered by Johnson. To tie it up, it's good.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Ricochet with it, working on James.
Coming up big. What poise from Ricochet on that clutch bucket.
Here's Smart. James in the post, guarded by Ricochet.
Are we even surprised at this point? Like, this is what he does. Like, he just shows up clutch. Oh, it's clutch time? All right, here you go.
Daniels will screen on Smart. To take the lead, Vanderbilt rips down the board. And an intentional foul right there. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Austin Reeves.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Atlanta calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Porzingis launches it. Vanderbilt rips down the board. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jared Vanderbilt.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Takes the three, knocks down the three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, LeBron James.